green. Gary Mueller to the early lead, and then John Beinlich back to the outside. Beinlich will lead lap 1. Oh, we got it, turn 1. Jerry Mueller way at the front. When it happens way at the front, it follows. Got a lap into the yellows out. Mitchell Haver makes a nice move on the cone. He's got Casey Johnson to his outside in the 5 car. Got to get some laps in. Got to stretch it out. Got to get good starts. Coming to green. Bilderback steams it down into 1. Tries to make it work. Finally gets away. Bilderback and Nason in close quarters for second. Thiering on the bottom trying to make it go. Bilderback's had struggles getting that 2-car to go forward this weekend. He's down on the bottom. Can he make it happen? He goes for the lead up at turn 2. Michael Bilderback making a push. They bottle up on the outside. Kiley to the bottom. Your leader, Michael Bilderback. Josh Thiering wants second. Here comes Kiley on the bottom of the 50 car along with the 5 of Casey Johnson. Bobby Wilberg on the bottom, so too is R.J. Braun in the 31. Oh, touches Beinlich a little for second. Kiley moves Nason up the hill to 4th. Casey Johnson wants 5th. Johnson may get in line behind Nason. He kind of sort of does. Here's a lap around. Look out, on a front stretch. Into 1. Haver and Wilberg got apart somehow. Leaders lap around Hunter Dreyfel in the 007. Michael Bilderback trying to get away. Field trying to get some laps in. Race for second side by side. Beinlich trying to hold off Thiering. Here comes Jake Kiley in the mix of the 50. He'll be a contender today. Beinlich nosing back into second spot. Thiering doing all he can on the bottom, hanging good on the bottom of that 1 car. Sun under for the first time today. Help the drivers not skate as much around. Bilderback's lead lengthening. Mason up the hill in 4. Sneaks in a line ahead of Casey Johnson. Wilberg on the back end of Johnson. Again, Thiering to the inside of John Beinlich for second spot. Pressed with Josh Thiering hanging on the inside. Losing a little ground again. Kiley sticks his foot in the door up high in the 50 car. Thiering falls back now to the clutches of Kiley for 3rd. Half a straightaway or so, the lead for Michael Bilderback. Jake Kiley for second spot in turn 2 to the inside of Beinlich. Nason for 4th to the outside of Thiering. Kiley and Beinlich scoot off of 4. Jake Kiley into second. Here comes Austin Nason for 3rd. Johnson and Thiering for 5th. Wilberg in there too. Josh Thiering still hanging on the bottom. He's had no chance to get up yet, but he's starting to lose ground. John Reynolds Jr.'s came about halfway through the field in the X car already. Casey Johnson into 5th, bringing Bobby Wilberg with on the outside. Thiering may finally find a hole up top. Trevor Robinson around Mitchell Haver for 8th spot. The Shoes in 8th to the 88. Casey Johnson all over John Beinlich in turn 2 for 4th. Here comes the 5. Bump a little, Beinlich kind of holds the middle of the track, and Johnson tries to give him a guide to the outside groove. Top 3 have ran off, Bilderback, Kiley, and Nason. Dreyfus just making laps. Hang around, you survive, and see where you end up. Casey Johnson into 4th, Bobby Wilberg into 5th. Thiering and Beinlich, who battled at the front, are going to go at it for 6th with Trevor Robinson closing into the 88 car. Could cut down the lead on Michael Bilderback under these green flag conditions. About a quarter of the way. Quarter will be 47. They've stretched it out here right now. Now Michael Bilderback is like 5 laps away from catching the back of the field. 5 is shook out pretty nicely. On Beinlich in 6th to 93. And the 1 of Josh Thiering in 7th. Trevor Robinson 8 of the 88. 9th to 31 of R.J. Braun. 80 car of Dennis Smith Jr. rounds out your top 10. 10th, half a track behind first. Bilderback in the 2. 007 100 Drapel exits. 99 of Tom Behrens returns. Back closing up on Badowski, Nelson, and Jerry Eckhart. Eckhart getting low already to let the leader by. Trying his best to stay off of Nelson. Duke charged in on the inside. Jerry will stay low. Bilderback close, laps Badowski low. A half a straightaway for Bilderback on Jake Kiley. Johnson in 4th of the 5. 2 car lengths off the 3rd place car, the 14 of Austin Nason. 30 laps complete for Michael Bilderback. Jake Kiley boxed in by lap cars. Barron's let off a little right in front of him. Touch. Kiley got out of that. Woo. That card up the hill. He's been up high and won a few times. That one about Austin. Nason and Johnson will come by, and Jerry will go high. Let him go. Casey Johnson still catching the 3rd place car of Austin Nason. Smith Jr. the 80 car, the 31 of R.J. Braun closing on the 8th place car at Trevor Robinson of the 88. Bilderback clamping more cars. Coming up on Jacob Nottestead, who was involved in that earlier incident. Bent up front end a little bit. He's running over the right front of the nose. He'll get low and let Bilderback line. Maybe one of the early favorites, Nottestead, will get lapped by Bilderback. A little smoke from the 97, presumably tire smoke on the right front. Bilderback on a tear. Reynolds and Grant Brown battling for 12th, not too far ahead of the leaders. Reynolds will take the spot from Grant Brown. That's 12th spot. Cars on the lead lap. Jerry Mueller, the last of the lead lap cars. In front of the leader, Michael Bilderback. Mueller working on Jim Olsen. Olsen getting low. Miller wants to pass it with Bilderback right behind him. Olsen knows the deal. He gets low. And here comes Bilderback to chase after Jerry Mueller. Meanwhile, Fearing, Robinson, Braun, and Smith all going at each other. It's for 7th through 10th. It's in turn 2. Jerry Mueller won't quite move for the leader, Michael Bilderback. However, Bilderback maintains the lead. Now he gets low. Kinda. Quarter of the way home, 47 laps in, halfway to halfway. Michael Bilderback, your leader. Jake Kiley in second. Austin Nason third. Casey Johnson in the 4th spot. Bobby Wilberg 5th. 6th spot. Be the 93 car, John Bynum. 7th, the one of Josh Theory. 8th place, 88, Trevor Robinson. 9th place, the 31 of R.J. Braun. 10th spot, the 80 of DJ Smith. 11th, the 7 of Mitchell Haver. 12th, the X of John Reynolds Jr. 13th, the white 14 of Grant Brown. Those 13 all on the lead lap. 50 complete. 44 to halfway. Reynolds working on Haver for 11th, and they got to play beat the clock too with the leader on the way. Reynolds steams into 11th. That lucky dog, and when we get to halfway, first car lap now to get it. None of these guys ahead of Bilderback want to be that guy. Comes Bilderback to put a lap on Grant Brown. Kiley is closed on Bilderback as he's worked the lap traffic. A little bit. Nason and Johnson have caught him too, but still a long way to go. Bilderback closing up on Haver, the 12th place car. Mitchell Haver was had a great weekend here at Rockford Speedway. Haver gives Bilderback a little room. He needs to give him a little more than that. There he comes. Kiley is catching Bilderback in the long run. Bilderback laps Haver, 11 on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap in the X as it stands right now. And if he does go a lap now, there's a long way to the next car. And he'll luck out. 60 laps on the board. 34 left to halfway. Builder back on Reynolds to try and lap him, with Guiley closing into the 50 for the lead. Three former Rockford Speedway track champions and current if you count Reynolds. Builder back around Reynolds. Guiley to within 3 car lengths of Builder back for the lead. And Nason and Johnson catching up too, and Johnson back on the back end of Austin Nason for third. 30 laps to halfway. 10 cars on the lead lap. Lead is stay. Whoa! Beinlich off the wall in the backstretch. He and Thiering get close. Now Beinlich trapped on the bottom and may be in danger going to lap down. Tried to get sorted out. Almost got into Robinson. Here comes DJ Smith to the outside of Beinlich. They're going to get close on the backstretch. They grind into turn 3 and Smith gets by. And here comes Builder back and here comes Guiley. Gives the way over to Beinlich. He'll take his lumps. 9 on the lead lap, 25 to halfway. The top 4 and everybody else right now. Now DJ Smith, the 9th place car, will get low for Builder back, and now Jake Guiley. First and second up close, 3rd and 4th up close. Lapped by everybody but themselves. Reynolds off the pace on the backstretch. Reynolds in the X car gonna pull it in. Reynolds, the track champion and big 8-point leader. Down and out. And they'll steam up the leader as well in the back of Trevor Robinson of the 88 car. They'll get by the shoes. 7 cars on the lead lap. What a blistering pace the leaders are setting. Builder back out wiggly off of 2. Came down close to Robinson. Jake Guiley in his back pocket for the race lead. 20 laps to halfway. Builder back's car wiggling a little bit. You can see it off the corner. Guiley tries to help him a little bit. Guiley again on the back end of Builder back. They go for the lead now. 19 to halfway. Oh, they touch. Touch again. Here comes Johnson and Nason. Guiley high will ride to the lead on lap 76. Jake Guiley, your leader. And Builder back, get back to it. Nason and top 4 are all in the same picture. 7 on the lead lap, but the top 4 in the same picture. Austin Nason on second. Oh, they bump again for the lead. Trying to settle in. We're not even to halfway. They'll get a chance to get a little bit of love to these cars at the break. Look at these top 4. Oh, and the wall in turn 2. Caution out. Caution on the speedway. Mitchell Haver in the 7 car climbed the wall in turn 2. He was running 12th place at the time. And just the 2nd yellow flag. Back to it, green flag on lap 78. Jake Guiley takes off. Bilderback settles into second ahead of Nason. Wilberg to the inside of Johnson. Braun in sixth, and it's Thiering in seventh. Trevor Robinson in the eighth spot. Last car on the lead lap. 14 to halfway. Guiley about a car length and a half or so faster than Bilderback. And Bilderback really having trouble getting off the corner right now. Floats it high, gives Austin Nason a chance for the runner-up spot. Battle for second, door-to-door into turn 3. Bilderback's going to give Nason enough room to make the move. Austin Nason into second. Bilderback hauls back in, but again, getting off the corner, he loses a little bit. And Casey Johnson can get up to third. Jerry Mueller about smoked it into 3. Went in without brakes. Left till halfway. Jake Guiley, your leader. Bilderback closing back in on Nason a little bit. Might be about it. Top 8 have settled down. I think everybody sees the writing on the wall here as we get to halfway. Trevor Robinson up the hill in the 88. He's having handling troubles. He just wants to get to halfway. It's the last car on the lead lap as it stands right now. Just get there. Nason gets away from Bilderback now. See if Austin Nason can get to Jake Guiley before halfway. Bobby Wilberg working on Casey Johnson for fourth. Nason closing up on Guiley for the lead. Five left till halfway. Jake Guiley took the lead 14 laps ago from Michael Bilderback. Now he's got to hold off Austin Nason coming to halfway. 4 laps to halfway, 90 complete. Here comes Nason to the inside for the lead in turn 1. Guiley will hold in and get back out in front. Lead 2 have ran off for the final few circuits before the break. Guiley wiggled a little bit. Nason was there, and Nason turns it to the inside, and he'll stay side by side. Should be free and clear lap cars before lap 94. Guiley just riding high, trying to get to halfway. Nason's car all of a sudden making it happen. Close to the break, 2 laps to halfway. Go for the lead in 1. Door to door, fender to fender. Guiley back to the lead. It'll be halfway this time by. 94 up, 94 to go. Yellow coming when they all complete. Dave Sankey's got the yellow flag in hand. And there it is. We've hit the halfway break. Guiley's going to set the pace. He tends to set it pretty quick in about the 3rd corner. He'll jam him and grab him and come back to green. The final 94 is on. Well, a lot of them trying to make their move early. Bobby Wilberg and Casey Johnson race for 4th into turn number 3. See if Wilberg's been able to save it a little here in the first 94. Bobby Wilberg into 4th. For the lead, Austin Nason working on Jake Guiley. Wilberg's charging on the top 3. TJ Smith passed Trevor Robinson in 8th. It was your last chance race winner of the 80. He's going for 7th on RJ Braun. Top 4 bumper to bumper. Nason for the lead. Wilberg working on Bilderback. Josh Thiering wants 5th from Casey Johnson to the inside in turn 2. Turn 1, finally Robinson, Brown 3 wide. Grant Brown made a big move. Robinson to the back end of Beinlich. Tickling his back end. Robinson's still on a lead lap though, doesn't need to do anything silly. Long way to go, 88 to go for Jake Guiley. Lap 100. Josh Thiering looking to go to the top 5. He was 3rd Friday night. Wilberg to the inside of Bilderback for 3rd. Here comes Wilberg. Side by side, Bobby Wilberg into 3rd. Austin Nason looks for the lead. Again to the inside of Jake Guiley. The fastest car on the track right now may very well be Bobby Wilberg. In fact, it is by about 1/10 and a half. He is mowing him down, closing on the leaders, Wilberg, Nason, and Guiley. Here's Austin Nason's chance for the lead. He's on it. Here comes Bobby Wilberg. Austin Nason will lead lap 105. Wilberg and Guiley lead, but the caution is out in turn 2. Caution is out. John Beinlich, and the caution is out. Just the 3rd naturally occurring caution flag, and I don't think the lead changed hands there because the yellow came out. I think Jake Guiley's case. Jacob Nottestead in line maybe to get back on the lead lap on another yellow flag. It's the first one, not a lap down to the 97. John Beinlich would have been in line for it, but he was the yellow. All right, caution out, 84 to go. Jake Guiley knows the pressure's on. Nason and Wilberg go racing for 2nd. Nason to 2nd. Casey Johnson past Michael Bilderback. Johnson looks to the inside of Bobby Wilberg, and that might be about it for the 5. Wilberg back to 3rd. Johnson and Bilderback tango off the 4th quarter. Here comes Thiering. Oh, Braun sideways in 1. Saves it. He and Trevor Robinson racing hard. Wilberg closing up on Austin Nason. Robinson and Braun battling again. That's for the 8th position. Trevor Robinson trying to get to 8th. Jacob Nottested's got a little something now if he can get back on the lead lap for the 97 car. But he's got a good close side-by-side battle ahead of him with Robinson and RJ Braun. They touch again over the corner. Braun for now takes the spot back, and here comes Nottested of the 97. Top 3 getting away. Guiley, Nason, Wilberg. Three of Beinlich to the infield. It's like his day may be done. They'll go to the pits. Nottested going by RJ Braun. That 97 again. Jacob Nottested's a lap down, but he would get the lucky dog if there's another yellow. Or he can unlap himself somehow. Josh Thiering in 5th past Casey Johnson. RJ Braun in a wall in 2. Keeps it going for now. See if he can get off the track. He can steer it off. And he's going to stop. Yellow out, back stretch. Got to look out. On the 111th lap, RJ. 1 lap away. With Jake Guiley still ahead of the class. 77 laps to go. 4 naturally occurring yellows in the first 111 laps. Thiering. I think Bilderback wiggled off the corner and caught Thiering. Oh, he's still wiggling that 2-car. Top 3 in line again. Here come Brown and Nottestead trying to get up there now to bottom, the 14 of the 97. Bilderback back to 4th. Casey Johnson trying to go back into 5th to the outside of Josh Thiering. Dennis Smith Jr. back into 7th. Jacob Nottestead is in the top 10 of the 97. Being a lap down. He looks for 9th to the inside of Robinson. Up front for the lead, it's Nason again. All over Jake Guiley. To the inside for the lead. Here he goes. Nason with a look. Not quite. He'll give Wilberg a chance to close on him. Nason on the back end again of Guiley. Remember, they tussled for the win on Friday night. He's almost there out of 4. Austin Nason has got the lead. Bobby Wilberg into 2nd. Now Wilberg in 2nd will give chase to Austin Nason. A Bilderback all over Guiley for 3rd. Casey Johnson back to 5th. In 8th is Nottestead looking for 7th on DJ Smith. 70 to go. Bilderback reeling in Guiley, who's fallen off a little here in the 2nd segment. Nason detaching, so is Wilbur. Settling down a bit up front. Battle for 7th again as the 97 at Nottestead. Looks to the inside of Smith in 2. Oh, Robinson almost lost it. 2 in the 88. Gathers it in, he's 10th. Oh, front straightaway. Caution's out. Jerry Mueller in the 49 and Trevor Robinson in the 88. Robinson's got damage, big time damage on Jerry Mueller's car. Well, we're talking about Trevor Robinson. .68 to go, getting more and more towards a normal Big 8 Series feature distance. We've logged all those laps in this marathon. Barron's back. I wonder if he drops the part, may have something dragging. Car corner pace car to the infield, and Austin Nason at the controls for the first time in the 188 lap race. To the lead, Nason, then a Wilberg, then Guiley, and they're side by side for 4th on back. Bilderback, Smith, Johnson, Nottestead. Thiering still in there on the 1. Nottestead swings high in front of Thiering. Smith and Johnson race hard. DJ Smith going for the top 5 in the 80 car. Open trailer and all. Starting to run down Nason for the lead. Casey Johnson back to 5th. Settle in ahead of Nottestead. Nottestead will guide him to 1 and dive to the inside. Jacob Nottestead for 6th. Nottestead to 6th. Smokes by Smith. Car links in closing between Nason and Wilberg, the leaders. Wilberg, a car length off an Nason for the lead. Top 6 have gotten away for the rest of the field. Backstretch, Haber around to the infield, and the caution's out. Caution light out, car quarter pace car to the infield. So here we go. Oh, accordion, they get out of it. Coming back to green. Whoa, for second. They got out of that too, almost into turn 1, not done yet. Casey Johnson wants 4th. Builder back to his outside, nose still in there. Trying to sort that mess out. Austin Nason gets away. Now Jacob Donisted will go after Michael Bilderback for 5th. Nason really gets away on that restart. In the 14. Oh, they touch it. Donisted really smoked it in for 5th. He gives Bilderback the spot back and they race for it again. Good hard race in there. Still side by side. Bilderback pinches a little. Now they touch. Jacob Donisted into 5th. Bilderback will get on him into 3. And shake it loose and back to the inside. Donisted will push him into 1. Donisted back to 5th. Watch out. Top 4 have gotten away as 5th and 6th play ice capades. My, oh my. Nason's lead shrinking a little as that top 4 is separated. Nason, Wilbur, Guiley, Johnson. Bilderback trying to hold 5th as Jacob Donisted's on him again. Oh, Bilderback went in hot that time. Might have had help for the 97 again. Oh my. 54 to go for Austin Nason. Bilderback back to 5th. Here comes Steering, here comes Smith, here comes Grant Brown to the 14. Nason stretching the lead. To go for Austin Nason. Things have settled down a little bit as we get long in the tooth. The cars and drivers just trying to get home. Jake Guiley closing on Bobby Wilberg for 2nd. Closing up on 40 to go. Austin Nason's lead has grown to a 2.5 on a stopwatch. On a Wilberg, on Guiley, and on Casey Johnson. Back a straightaway back in 5th. Jacob Donisted 6th. 7th, Josh Thiering. 8th, DJ Smith. 9th, Grant Brown. And how about Willie Nelson in 10th of the 25? Olsen on the lead lap, last car on the lead lap, and 11th in the 24. On a back end to Wilberg for second, gives him a bump in the middle of the corner. Side by side for second in turn 3 and 4. Up the hill, Guiley to second. Casey Johnson on the way. Into third. Here comes Casey Johnson. Don't count him out in this late juncture. On the back end to Jake Guiley now for second is Casey Johnson. 40 to go. Austin Nason running off, and maybe he better. Johnson all over Jake Guiley. Into 1 for the runner-up spot. They are 2.5 seconds behind Austin Nason, who's just beginning to approach the lap cars. 38 to go. 150 up. Johnson takes the turn for second. Mason laps around Tom Behrens once more. Chase for 7th, 8th, and 9th of the backstretch. The 1 of Fearing, the 80 of Smith, and the 14 of Brown. Nelson in play in 10th on the 25. Austin Nason's lead approaching 3 seconds. So we approach 30 to go. Tim Olsen about found the wall at turn 1. To the back end of Mitchell Haber and Jake Bonoski. He can be patient trying to lap. He's got plenty of time. They just got to unfurl. Dave Sankey gives them the move over. Austin Nason with sign language out the window. Haber, Bonoski's been low. Haber's got to get low. There he goes, gives him a little room. Not enough room. Might park him in the dirt if we don't pull over soon enough. Oh, he pinched him again. Race control guiding the 7 very low. 30 laps to go for Austin Nason. Johnson to the inside of Guiley again, out of 2. They go to 3, tucked back in. They've gotten away from Wilberg in 4th. More action ahead of the leader, Nason, who weaves around Hramatka. Olsen's going to get low and let him lap him. Nason approaches with caution, as you can imagine. 28 to go. Those two resume their rumble back there. Olsen and Hramatka not for position. Guiley up high out of 2. Johnson wasn't ready to make the move. So they're back trying to catch 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Those top 5 in their own zip code. Most of the day, that's been the way it's been with those 5. Johnson for 2nd out of 2. Closing up on Bonoski. A lot of lappers that might help Jake Guiley hold 2nd. Oh, Guiley way up the hill, but again, a lap car will help him. A moving screen. Guiley wasn't planning for it, but it helped because he about found the wall out of 2. That 50 car having trouble getting out of the corner now. 25 laps and counting to go for Austin Nason. Johnson still working over Jake Guiley. They got the lap cars ahead again. Every time Johnson gets a run, they find the lappers. Nearly 3.5 seconds behind your leader, Austin Nason. Lappers will get low. Haber will try and get low this time as Guiley and Johnson and Wilberg and Bilderback, 2nd through 5th, get to him. 10 cars on the lead lap. 10th and final cars, Willie Nelson in the 25. Second on back, trying to get around those lappers out of 2. Get a Haber right in front of Jake Guiley. And it gets down in the nick of time. 20 laps to go for Austin Nason. Through the lap traffic comes Bilderback out of 4. Hello. Doubled up cars in front of your leader, Nason. Thiering lost a little ground. Nason will lap around Nelson. He's coming up on Thiering. He's got enough time to make the move. Thiering gets low and Nason will get by. They're battling for second on a turn 2. Here comes Casey Johnson again. 17 to go. They're still going for second. Guiley, oh, Johnson just got around, and a caution's out. Casey Johnson, who was battling good with Jake Guiley. Boy, you don't see that. 18 laps left. Who's going to take the big prize and the big trophy in the 56th National Short Track Championship? Wilberg wiggled on the start. Here we go. Doniston to Wilberg. There's not a lot of grip left of these things anymore. We saw with Johnson. If you scoot a little, it's bad news. Doniston pushed Wilberg. Pushes him a little. Oh, I don't know if I do that. I told you I wouldn't do that. Bobby Wilberg and Jacob Nottestad are out of the running, it appears. Nottestad got in hot once, twice, got up and over the 28. Both will head pit side, I believe. If not first, maybe later. Wilberg, that front end used as a ramp for Nottestad. Look at that front lap signal. Just 18 to go. Heck, it's almost a heat race now for $6,008 to win. Few pickers on the bottom again. Nason again controls him. Guiley trying to sneak up there and get any kind of advantage he can. Gets right to the bumper, but Nason gets away. Bilderback might try and get back in a second spot. Again, that car is sideways in the middle of the corner. Just can't quite point the arrow straight. Smith in 4th. Brown, Johnson, and Thiering go at it for 5th. Guiley's faster than Bilderback. He grinds by. Here comes Smith. DJ Smith get up there on the podium. Grant Brown maybe in the 14. Grant Brown looking for the top 5 to the inside of Casey Johnson. $15 laps to go. Lap board. Watching them click off. 14 to go. 3 car lengths for Nason ahead of Guiley. Bilderback 3rd. Smith in 4th. Casey Johnson back to 5th. Grant Brown 6th. Josh Thiering 7th. Willie Nelson 8th. Then it's Nottestad 9th and Wilberg in 10th. Those 10 on the lead lap. Guiley get to Nason. Closing up now the end of this one. Maybe Jake Guiley had a little something left. Maybe Austin Nason starting to lose a little. It will be 178 scored. 10 to go for Austin Nason. See it Jake Kiley could make a move late. Bilderback third, then it's Smith. Casey Johnson trying to get there too. 9 to go. Nottestad makes another spot to the inside of Thiering. Jacob Nottestad back to 7. Austin Nason pulling away. 8 laps to go. 8 to go for Austin Nason. Bilderback maybe get to Kiley. One more run for second. Nottestad for 6 to the inside of Grant Brown. Jacob Nottestad will not be denied. He wants 6. 6 to go for Austin Nason. Can he hold on? Nottestad back to 6. Five laps to go for Austin Nason. Casey Johnson looking for 4th on the backstretch. To the inside of DJ Smith. 4 to go. Nason pulling away. Giving it the whip. Oh, turn 1, they get close. They separate. 3 to go. Casey Johnson trying to get 4th from DJ Smith. Michael Bilderback will try for 2nd on Jake Kiley. It'll be 2 to go for Austin Nason. Bilderback working on Kiley. 1 to go for Nason. Side by side, 1 to go. Nason pulling away. Austin Nason will win the National Short Track Championship. Kiley holds off Bilderback. Smith 4th, Johnson 5th, Nottestad charged to 6th. Holy cow. Have I ever told you how much I like Big 8 late model racing? Jacob Nottestad charged back again to 6th. Casey Johnson in 5th. How about Dennis Smith Jr. from 17th to 4th in the 80 car? Michael Bilderback 3rd. He and Jake Kiley wrestle for the runner-up spot. Kiley goes 2nd. And he has tried a long time to do it in a super late model and now a Big 8 car. And it's been a good weekend for the guy in the 14, who is the 56th National Short Track Champion here at the Rockford Speedway. Stage will come on out. The car corner, Nason's Landscaping, Love Spark Motorsports, Erickson's Auto Parts, PNC Transmission 14. Your national short track champion is Austin Nason. Michael Bilderback with a big hug for Austin Nason. We'll talk to the top 3. Of course, last night we talked over there. There's Jake Kiley, a big shake of the hand. Not these Big 8 late model drivers doing a whale of a job, 188 laps. They scrapped and clawed. They wins the race and runs the furniture down here, too. How about it for Austin Nason, your winner of the National Short Track Championship? My goodness. Here, we'll get the wreath on you here. Make it official. Checkered flag. There you go. You've been waiting a long time to do this, and you've been awful close in these Sunday afternoon battles, and you are finally a national short track champion.
Yeah, wow. Can't believe this. This thing was a rocket ship all weekend. If it wasn't for the guys, this thing was torn apart last night between racing 2 cars. I thought the Super Late was hard 200 laps around here. Man, these things, you're on the edge of every lap, especially once you get in those long runs. But if it wasn't for these guys, man, I would not be here. They worked their butts off. They gave me 2 great race cars all weekend. To go 3 for 4 in late models is pretty impressive and something to say about our team. I'm excited. We built this thing. I think we finished third like 3 times in it, or second 3 times. I never thought we were going to win it, and we finally did Friday, and it's just been uphill ever since.
Yeah, uphill and getting, as you said, to victory lane 3 out of 4 times in this in a late model, super late Big 8 this weekend. You mentioned, you know, you finally did it. And, of course, you grew up here, and you've been a part of every event here one way or the other. And I know this has got to mean so darn much to be on the top step in the top event at this racetrack.
Yeah, it means a lot. I grew up watching my dad and Rick race, and it's a dream come true to be here. First off, I would not be here without my fiance. I spend a lot of nights in the shop, and it's tough, but we're making it. We're winning races now, so I was thinking about quitting, but we might be back here full time next year.
I think I'd think about that quitting thing maybe after this. Heck of a weekend, great job. Welcome to the history books as a national short track champion, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Austin Nason is the winner. Let me run around the paparazzi here. Let's get to second and third. Somewhere down here in a crouch is your second place finisher. Driver of the 50 car, how about it for Jake Guiley? Am I coming down by you? He said about how hard it is to drive these darn things for this long. You are gassed, but man, you were in the mix the whole time too.
Yeah, that didn't help with the gas part. You want me to get?
Yeah, get up. I think the mic will work better. Hey, brace yourself. There you go. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, the being in the mix the whole time I don't think helped with the being wore out part, but geez, these things are hard to drive for that long. Holy crap.
They are. You know, and this, you know, you've kind of been working behind the scenes more and driving these things this year and throw this thing together, and you were just fast all weekend. I mean, this thing was top 3 every time you brought it out here on the track.
Well, it's been a really good car all year. My dad's been running it for points every week. I got 3 kids and I was busy at work, so I'm like, hey, jump in it, try to win championship, and came up 1 spot short, but it's a good old car, and it's got a really kick-ass Thierry motor in it, so she goes straight, and yeah, it's been fast all year, been fast all weekend, and glad my dad let me jump in it for 188 laps. I don't maybe he didn't want to drive it that hard, I don't know, but holy crap, was that hard.
Congratulations on a runner-up. You may sit again. Jake Guiley, your runner-up in a 50. Michael Bilderback, 3rd place in car number 2. He was in the middle of the action. You were in the middle of the action a lot. And I know we were talking a little last night. You've been just struggling to get this thing back where it was, you know, a couple of years ago. And it was good, solid today. Maybe not number 1, but, I mean, it's good that you're in the top 3 because I think you guys did today.
Yeah, the crews worked their butts off. I had a change in springs every other practice session because I'm not happy, and I cry too much when the car's not good. So we kept trying to fight it, and they worked their asses off, and we came up short. So it's one of them deals. We'll go back to the winner and rebuild and come back faster next year.
Good to see you again and running great. Congrats on the top 3.
Thank you. Congrats to the Nason team, everybody here at the Speedway for putting this show on. Thank you, everybody.
Michael Bilderback, 3rd place in the 2 car. 2nd place, Jake Guiley in the 50. And your winner of the 56th National Short Track Championship in car number 14. How about it for Austin Nason? All the pomp and circumstance of victory lane. We still got 1 more race to go. We got the vintage feature if you